In this experiment, we are going to compare the reactivity of four metals, namely copper, magnesium, zinc, and iron, by performing displacement reactions involving metals and the metal compounds in aqueous solutions. We are using two 12-well plates to form this 4x4 setting. On the horizontal row, we are going to put the four metals, and on the four vertical column, we are going to put aqueous solution containing the respective ions. Consider the first vertical column, which contains copper-2 sulfate solution. Magnesium gives black solid. Zinc also gives black solid. And iron gives reddish-brown solid. Consider the second column with magnesium sulfate solution. No observable change for all four metals. Consider the third vertical column with zinc sulfate solution. Magnesium gives colorless bubbles and black solid, while the other three metals do not give an observable change. Moving on to the last vertical column where iron 2 sulfate solution is added, magnesium gives out bubbles and black solid. For zinc, it seems like there is no observable change. And lastly, iron does not give any observable change. This is how the wells look like after 1 hour. It is observed that both magnesium and zinc gives reddish-brown solid in copper-2 sulfate solution. This is zinc in iron 2 sulfate solution. Before, it seems that there is no reaction, but after an hour, we can see that black solid is formed on the edge. That suggests that reaction has taken place between zinc and iron 2 sulfate. Based on the observations, we can conclude that there are 6 reactions. Magnesium can displace all 3 ions. Zinc can displace copper-2 ion and iron 2 ion. And iron can only displace copper-2 ion, and lastly, copper cannot displace any ions. Therefore, we can conclude that magnesium is the most reactive metal, followed by zinc, followed by iron, and lastly, copper is the least reactive metal. The displacement reactions are producing metals as one of the products, and metals are supposed to be silvery or at least not black. But why are there black solid forms? This is probably due to the metal so formed undergoes further reaction with oxygen to give metal oxide. For example, magnesium reacts with copper-2 sulfate solution to give copper metal. Then, copper metal further reacts with oxygen to form black copper-2 oxide. If we carry out the displacement reaction between magnesium and copper-2 sulfate inside an ice water bath, we are able to observe reddish-brown solid of copper.